Welcome to Karijini! In this episode we explore one of Western Australia's most beautiful national parks, checking out some awesome gorges and some even better swimming holes. Come along for the ride.
G'day, I'm Will.
Woo, how good is this?
And this is Luce.
Let's do it! And together we are travelling around Australia in our 1987 Toyota Hiace named Joey.
Oh, no way. It's such a nice day.
Follow along to see these roads we roam.
What are you doing, buddy? Being friendly? You're just gonna chill out there, are you?
Hello.
G'day.
So we have been just chilling out at Dales Campground in Karijini National Park, and we've just thought we'll head down for sunsets at Fortescue Falls.
Yeah, it's been a screaming hot day, so we just popped into the visitor centre real quick, got some information there, which was good. Being the off season, they've only got 2 little loops in Dales Campground available for online booking, but we went into the visitor centre and they said, yeah, you could just pay, it was $22 for the 2 of us for the night. We could just pay that and then we can come in. They've got 2 smaller campsites they've just opened up, and you can just choose whichever one suits you the best. So we just chose the one that had the most shade at the time. Anyway, so we've beat the heat throughout the centre of the day, and now this afternoon we've come up to Fortescue Falls
For a little walk and a little swim.
Yeah, a little sunset paddle.
So we'll do a bit of exploring tomorrow and yeah, see what we can find in the first half of Karijini National Park.
Yeah. Some pretty beautiful water.
It's beautiful. It's a little cold.
It is a little bit cold, but there's only one way to do that though.
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful in? It's actually such a refreshing temperature.
It is. I reckon it's a little cold, but I think it'll be better when we come back tomorrow when it's like 35 degrees in the middle of the day.
Oh yeah.
When the sun's over the top of us.
After we've done a big walk around the whole gorge and then back through it. It's so much colder near the waterfall. Oh, check out this footage. Hey bud, back again for some brekkie. Cheers mate, have a cuppa.
Morning.
Good morning.
We are off already on a hike. The first hike of the day is Dales Gorge Rim Walk, which kind of continues into our second hike, which is through the actual gorge itself.
Yeah.
So I think it's about roughly 2 hours, but we'll see how we go.
Depends how long you stop and swim in each of the water holes along the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Have a go at this. So this is the 3 Points lookout. It's at kind of the end of the rim walk, which didn't take us long. It was a pretty cruisy half-an-hour stroll. So we'll quickly duck up just a bit to the north here, and there's the Circle Pools lookout. you can't actually get down to the circular pools. But then we'll just take this cheeky little drop off over here and we'll go explore and go for a walk down through the guts of the gorge. All right, let's drop down here.
We've made it into the gorge, all the way from up there.
Feels a short, sweet and steep climb down. Scaling some rock faces and things, but now let's explore through the centre of the gorge and
go for a swim.
Go for a swim, that's it. It's getting hot now, but I'm definitely glad we're doing this earlier on in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh geez, Lou, what's happened? Do you need a hand?
Yeah, no, I'm strong.
You've got it? You've got it?
I got it.
Oh, Struth, you're doing a good job.
Thanks. Oh.
Oh, nice. Only hanging on by a thread.
Yep.
This hike's gotten a lot more fun.
Yeah, it's cool. How beautiful.
This is gorgeous. Hello, fish. It's fresh. Beautiful. After a hike. Well, we're not actually done yet, but come on, get in.
All right.
So this absolute cracker of a spot is about halfway along the walk that runs through the centre of Dales Gorge here. It's not on any of the maps, but I think the lady at the info desk, I think she mentioned it might have been called Range Pools. But anyway, such a surreal place to have all to ourselves. Anyway, it'd be rude not to get back in. We completed our little gorge hike, and what a beautiful reward to come back to, back at Fortescue Falls.
And the light coming in now, like last night when we came, it wasn't lit up at all because it was going, sun was going down, so now it's beautiful and you can see the bottom, see all the little fish.
Yeah, it's amazing. The sun actually, it lights up the entire gorge, so that entire walk through the Dales Gorge was just beautiful. Yeah, the water, just like last night's, very cold.
And you're slipping over.
It's very slippery. Yeah, the water's very cold, but it is screaming hot outside of the water now. So
super refreshing.
Yeah,
inside.
beautiful, refreshing.
So we've just had some lunch after doing the hikes and swimming for most of the day.
All through Dales Gorge, yeah.
Yeah.
It was unreal, honestly.
It was beautiful. So we first did the rim walk, which just took you along the edge, and then we continued our hike down into the gorge, where we found lots of things. There was some amazing rock formations, there was trees everywhere, there was a little pool that we swam in halfway, and yeah, it was beautiful. It was a really, really nice walk, and kind of interesting as well, because you could like go through all these little tight sections where you're up against the cliff, and then you're like skipping over rocks and stuff to not get your feet wet.
Yeah, no, it really was a fun hike.
It was really fun.
And I reckon the way we did it, by doing the rim section across the top first, then ducking down second, and I reckon it was definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
Because you end the walk at where all the pools are, so you come out at Fortescue Falls again there, and then it's just an easy trot down to Fern Pool,
yeah,
which is a really surreal place.
Yeah, it's got a lot
Pool.
of cultural significance to the Indigenous people. So they ask that you like just step into the water using the ladder that they have. Don't dive or jump or anything like that. You just be really peaceful and quiet at that pool. So it was actually really nice because, you know, Fortescue Falls, there's lots of kids running around and you know, people are talking and yelling, and then you get around to Fern Pool and it's very quiet and
Very tranquil, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a nice little waterfall.
Yeah.
So that one was really beautiful as well. A little bit colder because it's a little bit deeper as well, so it was kind of nice and refreshing.
But because it was deeper, there was plenty of fish life getting around too.
Yes, they kept biting my toes. But you stay by the ladder for too long, they start biting.
So now we're just going to shoot back to the visitor centre. I think that's the only rubbish bin in the park. So
yeah, because the dingoes are pretty
active. But yeah, so we're going to go back to the visitor centre. They've got a non-potable water tank there, so we might fill up our shower bag for a little refresh.
Yeah, because we're going to be climbing Mount Bruce, which is the second highest peak in WA.
Yeah, and only by a couple of metres as well. So
we're going to be climbing that big hike tomorrow morning, and we thought there's no pools or anything to swim in afterwards, and it's going to be a really hot day, so having the shower bag to kind of rinse and cool off afterwards would probably be a good idea. So yeah, we're going to go fill that up, just enjoy the afternoon, and then getting up very early to do a hike.
Right, let's get out of the floors.
Yeah.